the street.
Pointless. That's no obstacle to a vampire.
They didn't know. I didn't get a chance to prepare them. Fell on his face, struck in the back, tried to run.
They must have realized they could not hold this position.
Hope they found a corner to hide them. There'll be anyone to talk to if not. Must be in the bank. Barricaded themselves inside.
You killed it! Single-handedly! That harlot's brute slaughtered half my unit!
I see the harlot's brood came close to slaughtering you as well.
Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty lies with the city.
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember?
Wounded and
doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxay. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bones containing silver splint.
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth a coin the Duchess.
Your problem's my problem now. Leave it.
How?
All I can say just now isn't gonna make...
You know the Duchess's decision.
We know it, but we do not agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not.
Folk are dying. Many more.
If Her Grace learns I helped you, my head...
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still we are... I fear we waste our time here.
Wait. When last I saw...
Playroom? As in for...
I've served in the Ducal Palace for years.
Playroom? So what? Duchess locks Sienna up?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks.
And you've gratitude.
I helped Beauclair.
Let's go, Regis.
Here, the playroom's beyond this door.
it with this door. Do you mind? Thanks.
At your service.
Utter silence inside. No one here. Nope. Empty. A tin knight. Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off. Nice tune.
Indeed, pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose it's
Sienna gave me a drawing today
charming.
of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Sienna does wake up screaming. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible... The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Sienna gave back. By the time I separated them, Anna Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Sienna and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Anna Henrietta did her best to have her sisters sentenced.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabelle de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic.
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Figo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane art.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here.
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or else... The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the...
A book as the key to an illusion.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace...
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was died...
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardi. Sienna applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Sienna laughed so, Blooda is damned, or cursed.
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call.
Realized...
Not impossible. She would...
Where's that book? Locked. Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute. Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture. This it? Let's see. Expecto ludum. Regis? Regis! Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible. Let's see where this road takes me. Eye of Nehelines going wild. Whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it. This is a playground for two little girls. Something's not right.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices?
He gobbled up my gingerbread. Now it's my turn to gobble him! Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it. Now, who's this? A lost traveller? You're not supposed... Why, you're old. Old and pale. Just as soon as...
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Beans? What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they?
Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo! Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
Came to free you.
Nice of you, but a waste of your effort. I plan to free myself.
You might not. Bound to be easier with my help, as our most recent adventure amply showed.
Yet I still don't know why you even give a damn.
It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Craden.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. The curse or what she went through. Asking myself to...
You killed her. didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
Since you brought it up, the knights Detloff killed. What exactly did they do to you?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but when my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their...
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempted escape. And Ulak had no I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one...
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
This place,
Yes. Created by Arturius Vigo.
which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack.
So,
Certainly. But you must gird yourself. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds.
still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack.
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue.
Stalk won't sprout from just one.
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joe. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed. Massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Phoenix. We can stay here a week, yet outside mere minutes will pass. Watch out! Pixies!
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
We're put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
Rather not.
None at all. This is grand. I'm all right. Not in any danger. That's Joss. Lost the one you with them in
it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. I don't know anything. No.
This'll be interesting. Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean.
I've heard it lies about
Just like that? Nope.
nobody. 3 times over. Help! What?
Let's say for a minute.
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh, of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that... A human. The most humany human in the land. Everyone!
Yellow bean.
It's somewhere very... And who has it? A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Good folk! Wolf! Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up.
All right.
Watch out for wolf!
Tough to talk to, that.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth. I'm not sure. You should visit some of the other fables. The meat... It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, Piglets and Bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then long...
Fuck. Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Having tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually became dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess, who sleeps to this day, I think.
Come on now.
Faster! Come on, you... Know what? They need names. I'll call mine... Anise.
Call mine Roach.
Roach? Are you serious? Ugh.
Run, Roach. Will-o'-the-wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Move it! This long-lost tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than the one.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Come on, Roach.
Oh, the 3 little pigs' homes. Well, you know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Rick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words.
One beam lies out in the open, guarded by 3 nobodies. Yeah, could be it. Just one thing in its gut. A half-digested sheep. Stuffed with tar and sulfur. Of course. But no bean.
Does that not disgust you? Poking about in a rotting corpse.
Compared to the time I fought a Zeugle in Vizima's sewers, this... Never mind. Don't feel like telling that story again. Night's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Anna Rieta and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses. Real world. So some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of pixies. Irony's delicious.
Let's go! Hey-ya!
Watch out! Pixies!
Flint! Cigars! Pipes! Rolling leaves! Care for a cigarillo?
Remind me.
Sold flints when I was a lass. But no one bought them, so I branched out.
Magic beans. Do you have...
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes?
The ribbon.
There's not much to explain. I got it from Aturius Vigo.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? And the ribbon reminds me of the good old days.
Dears, could you continue this touching scene?
Give Sienna the ribbon.
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of...
I'll pay you.
It's enough. Now go away.
All right. Tell me
What?
what you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
I... Thank you.
What is it, loves?
What have you got?
Like I said,
Wasting time.
Stop prodding me and find the beans.
Contract from a goose. That's new.
You really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry in distress. Run, Roach.
Don't always grapple up her braid in the past, but I don't see it anywhere.
We'll find another way up.
Oh!
Stunning, Adidon. My new robes absolutely stunning. Such exquisite robes, the world's never seen.
A feather. Broken. There was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings. Or did it just get plucked?
Watch out! Pixies!
My new attire reveals itself.
Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings. Or did it just get plucked?
Watch out! Pixies! Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp.
Defend the goose! The golden eggs will be ours!
Stench.
You mean to cross the barbarous Barbarossa? Not on your life!
But why keep her in a cage? It's from free range birds and so much better. Oh well, where's the key?
Here it is. Got it. Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Oh, look! She laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
Did you really travel all the way here for a contract?
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Oh yes. Visit Toussaint once and you'll always long to return.
Hello? Can we talk?
Schwumbotsch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. What brings you?
You could always have a drink with us.
Oh, what?
You know what they say about the hair of the...
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to...
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me.
Listen, looking for magic.
I was given one.
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And...
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to risk.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her good now hearts at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter. Which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you. Not about...
Wolf's pretty crank.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance.
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg. Any luck?
Yep. Look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll...
And you, the hunter.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little red rat...
Not a problem.
What?
But, Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Ugly and...
Remember what Joss said about the red bean? A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer.
What?
Now, I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They'd escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me. Or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come. That's one beam down. Good work.
Legs and ruby red slippers.
From a tale about a wizard from Ophir. You might not know it.
Three bears.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small. A third just right. Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Or at least took what she wanted without asking.
Such exquisite robes! The words...
That's one beam down. Good work.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck. There it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
So?
Got the bean, but Longlocks. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him?
No. At first, it was in Matina, a few years past. I'd gone there to... We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. I followed him out, observed him from a distance.
Yeah, superhuman sense.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to fry.
What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed.
So there came a day you'd...
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just... But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affair.
Playing with fire, that...
Definitely. And either I'll get burned, or I'll burn all...
Got a history with Detloff now, so this meeting will be
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll... Only 1 beam to go. Concentrate, Geralt.
Bad Witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Why so shocked?
Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things in that graphically monotone. And now this. A jest. And a good one at that. But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. The beans won't plant themselves, you know. Now we must plant them by the path near Longlock's tower. Then prepare to meet the giant. So, do you like it here?
No. Got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that. Just a bit more and I'll be free. Fast. This is the spot. Pull out the... Wait!
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them!
Something's always gotta go wrong.
The home stretch.
Incredible.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with... him.
For a fairy tale creature, that was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
That so? How? Plan to use me like you did Detloff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler. Well, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
Another time, another place, maybe. No offense.
None taken. You spoke clearly, you spoke... Come. The exit's this way.
Another will-o'-the-wisp. Just curious. Why do you want the Heart of Toussaint? And the ducal wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Regis, what happened to your famous manners?
Apologies. I forgot myself.
Let's go. Really want to be done with this. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive.
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. Yet I owe him this meeting.
Let's get ready.
which bound us was a ruse.
Dead love. It's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
Nice play.
Isn't...
Easy. Perhaps you'll...
But... The ribbon.
Both of you!
Didn't plan it.
Silence! Yeah!
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist. My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular... Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise...
Nothing one can't get accustomed. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, the Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regent.
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering. Which... Besides, I've no need for a new outfit, as I shall not...
Why not?
Because, unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead.
Count on it. Ceremonies. Medal.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory? After all,
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's... Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our... I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes Of course, the same holds true for...
The letters. What's...
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now. Or if you will first destroy it.
Promise to be careful.
It's the swordsman! Good to see you. Here for a
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech.
Guess they could use a spittin'
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be...
Man in the frock coat.
Why, of course. I mean...
If you're about to tell me this informational... How'd you get those...
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us...
You didn't ask about
Beggars.
Why, 4. What?
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count.
Remember anything else? These beggars have any...
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, other... Oh! I know!
Kid, my patience is starting to... Remember what they look...
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were...
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to... But you must focus now and tell us all you know.
Well, at the shelter...
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just...
Thanks, kid. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside. It should be right around here.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth. You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to touch. Gentlemen, come. Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all up.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter.
Look, Ballard. Another
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next.
Decent folk you mention.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois?
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
You are one damn scriven.
Damn.
I'll break your guts around your spine. Yeah. Ow! All right. I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to...
What did they want from me?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go.
What is this?
You could call it that.
You help them what?
Because they...
Need some information. Looking for a man who might...
The boot black. If I...
Any of your, wards supposed to...
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should... You can question them yourself.
Sure all your...
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find...
Thanks. We'll wait.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve this soup. These two gentlemen have...
Recently, 4 of you delivered...
Does anyone know what's the gentleman?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter.
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
It's a matter of importance to the Duchy.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago.
All right. Take it. I didn't want to see the boot black.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've...
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim.
Indeed. The logical
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beat. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought she was known to show a hard heart on many occasions.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy?
Yes, and yes. All seem likely. And
actually, love to learn.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one...
Seems a bit strong.
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole part... I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a... Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the... Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the duck.
So, said straight up, it means you...
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind. She treated Dettlaff cruelly. Caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you.
You see them? The vampires.
Run, Roach.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the...
Found some information important to her case.
Ah, fine then. You're that witch...
Promise to be brief.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished infest...
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You really want a happy ending, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Got some important information. On a...
You are certain of this?
Completely.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain I thank you, Witcher, for alert...
Let's begin the ceremony.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beast...
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze.
Thank you. You're in... Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. Symbols serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particular.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my...
If my presence will help in any manner, of course.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders, which recently...
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I'm not a prisoner, free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Honorietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Ah, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an...
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned...
Indeed. It might be wise to stop...
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root...
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no...
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moon... Makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
You raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die for that!
What I had to do!
Renegade! Face that
Those Bruxay.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires.
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule. An unwritten one. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most likely.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my... Supreme bouquet.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard...
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be... Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you...
Know what? Think I just... But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day...
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs are big. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken.
How could it not?
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is some...
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problems.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances like Mammut.
Killed him. What about you?
Distance is of the essence.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there.
Interesting.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited.
That we do. Actually, I'd love to go home.
Monsters are your catnip. That is mine!
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Unexpected as ever. And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The name of the orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
Might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard. Good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Can we talk?
Always. With pleasure.
So...
Of course.
Get on, come here. Let me give you a kiss, you dashing young thing.
I thank you for...
See...
Take care with...
How might I be of...
Thanks.
From the beast. Perhaps you could free me from my lumbago.
way.
So,